Hi everyone, welcome to Medicine Note YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see about inflammation. It is defined as an local response of a living tissue or mammalian tissue to an injury for any agent. It is a local response of a living or mammalian tissue to any injury is known as inflammation. It is defined as a reaction. The inflammation also can be said by it is defined as a reaction of an host tissue to a specific injury. These are the two definitions of the inflammation and types of inflammation. Inflammation can be acute as well as chronic. In this video, we are going to see about the acute inflammation. In next video, we will see about the chronic inflammation. Acute inflammation starts rapidly within few seconds or a minute injury. The acute inflammation response is very long. It starts rapidly after the infection or injury and lasts for short time, varying a few minutes to few days. Its lifetime is so short, for few minutes to few days. Clinical signs of acute inflammation, first described by Paracelsus. He described 4 cardinal signs of inflammation. They are rubor, which is redness, calor is heat, tumor is swelling, and dolor is pain. These are the 4 signs for the inflammation which was found by Paracelsus. To the 4 of them, the 5th one is added, which is loss of function. Cause of acute inflammation. What is the cause of the acute inflammation? Various etiological agents that cause damage and cell injury. First one is microbial infection, mechanical trauma, hypersensitivity reaction, irritant or corrosive agent, radiation injury, injury due to cold and heat, foreign bodies in suture materials and splinters, tissue necrosis and infraction. These are the causes of the acute inflammation. Changes in acute inflammation, vascular change and cellular change. There are 2 changes in the acute inflammation, which is vascular and cellular. In this video, we are specific about vascular changes. Vascular changes often acute inflammation. This happens in the tissue. When a bacteria enters the human, it attacks the tissue nearby. And so the tissue response is when a bacteria enters the human into the body, it attacks the tissue which is nearby. And the tissue in response produces mast cell. The mast cell is an immune cell. The mast cell contains a receptor around them. So the receptor tracks the pathogen. The mast cell, which in response of the attack of the tissue is produced, which have receptor around them. So the receptor track the pathogen. This receptor present in the mast cell track the pathogen, and all pathogen contains a molecular pattern, which is PAMPS, which is pathogen associated molecular pattern. This pattern is tracked by the mast cell receptor and reaches the bacteria and or pathogen, and it destroys. To destroy the bacteria, the mast cell produces 3 components. To destroy this bacteria which is present, it reaches by the pathogen associated molecular pattern, and it reaches near to the pathogen, and it destroys the pathogen by the 3 components. One is histamine, leukotriene, and prostaglandin. In blood vessels, these 3 factors enter the blood vessels. Now it happens, first we see about the tissue which happens outside of the blood vessels. Inside the blood vessels, these 3 things which is produced by the mast cell goes into the blood vessels and causes vasodilation and produces gap between the endothelial cell and stimulate endothelial cell. After stimulation of the endothelial cell, it produces a chain-like component is known as cell adhesion molecule. These adhesion molecules are present above the endothelial cell which is in the capillary. When the blood vessels dilate, there is an increase in blood flow. This cell adhesion molecules also present in the endothelium cells. When the blood vessels dilates, there is increase in blood flow and it leaks between the gaps of the endothelial cell and increases the extracellular fluid. There is a gap in between the endothelial fluid which was produced by the mast cell producing components, and the gaps which is produced when there is an increase in blood flow. The extracellular fluid, the fluid which is present in the vascular goes through the gap and there is increase in extracellular fluid, and this causes edema or swelling. The cell adhesion molecule traps the acute inflammatory cell which is neutrophil and monocyte. The cell adhesion molecule, the CAMP which is cell adhesion molecule, moves this acute inflammatory cells in between the endothelial gaps. The acute inflammatory cell undergoes diabetesis. Diabetesis is a movement in which the monocytes, the neutrophils which goes in between the endothelium comes near the gap. As well as it comes near the gap, it shrinkens and comes to its original size in the extracellular fluid. This process of coming out of the acute inflammatory cells is known as diabetesis. To enter in between the endothelial gaps. The diabetesis is a passage of a blood cell through the intact wall of the capillary into the tissue. Outside the blood vessels in the tissue, this neutrophil and monocyte release of interleukin and tumor necrotic factor. This kill the bacteria and pathogen. And this is vascular event of acute inflammation. And this is a vascular event of the acute inflammation. Thank you. For more videos, please do subscribe, like and share. In next video, we are going to see about the cellular changes of the acute inflammation.